Welcome, Extraordinary Life family, and welcome to March. That's right, welcome to March. I'm going to give people just a moment to come on in, get that notification pings. I've gone live, then come on in, and then we're going to get started. That's right, we are in March. And what an extraordinary couple of months we've had to start the year. It really has been. So that's what we're going to reflect on today. As I move with the camera. I love it when it's live, right? Danielle, good to see you. Ingrid's in the house. I'm going to give you waves. Excellent. Thank you so much for joining. So look, let's get started. Because I know there's going to be people that join the replay, join partway through, and join now. So, first and foremost, welcome to March. I've said it. Third month of the year. I mean, spring is springing, right? This is the month when spring springs. And that is all about growth. It's all about momentum. It's always all about action. And that's kind of what we're going to work on today. You know, I just want to do a quick message. This isn't some full-blown training, but I wanted to reflect on the last 2 months because whether you realize it or not, it has been an extraordinary first 2 months of the year. Extraordinary in the sense that there have been incredible opportunities for us to do better, be better, to learn about how to do that in every aspect of life. So I just wanted to kind of recap on some of the opportunities you've had, not in a way that's going to make you feel guilty or you go, oh, I didn't go to that, or I don't want you to feel like that. That's not what this is about. I just want to kind of put the mirror up and go, hey, look at the opportunities, and then we're going to have a little reflect on kind of where you're at right now. You know, whether you're taking the opportunities, whether things are standing in your way, whether you need somebody to hold your hand to actually take the action. And we're going to have a little reflection on that. But first, I really wanted to have a look at these last 2 months. Because, you know, in terms of like all my years of doing this, you know, I think it really has kicked off the most extraordinary first 2 months. There have been events and opportunities to work on pretty much any facet of your life. And that's a pretty incredible way to start the year. So let's have a little look at this. And, you know, please feel free to comment. I'll get you to comment later on as well. But say hi. Please do. Don't be shy. You know what these things like. Sometimes it shows me the comments. Sometimes it doesn't. But hopefully it will. So look, this year, you might have seen, let's just start with, you know, not being selfish or anything like that. Let's just start with the 2 events that I ran right here in the Extraordinary Life community. So we did Make Your 2022 Extraordinary. We did that event in January. An hour and a quarter it came in at. And then we did the Keys to Your Success in February. Another hour and a quarter training. And still, hand on the heart, I still think Keys to Your Success, I think it's the most transformational life training I've ever done. I still believe that. So look, what were those all about? Those were all about setting you up for an extraordinary 2022. A lot of people struggle with kind of knowing what the outcome is that they're looking for. I still got some more live viewers, so come on in. So we'll just do a recap of the last couple of months. Say hi, by the way. And you know, so these events, my events, were all about helping you get clear on the outcomes that you want. No matter what it is that you wanted to improve on this year. What was the outcome? Not results, but what the outcome is that you were looking for. How's that going to make you feel? What's going to be possible? What's the opportunities as a result of these things that you improve? And then get really passionate about them. Deep down passionate. Just not surface level passionate, but really deep. And also making sure you've got a range of actions to take. Not just relying on one course of action to get you there. So this is what it's all about. But we tapped into, you know, the imbalance in your life. We tapped into the past, your past, the present, the future, and we brought it all in so you can get really passionate about what it was that you wanted to work on this year. Those were my 2 events. A lot of people, they want to improve. They've got ideas about, they want things to change, but they don't know the process in order to do it. And the very, very start of the process is this clarity of outcome, clarity of purpose, clarity of actions. So that's what we were doing. Hey, lovely to see you. Thanks for all the hearts. Great to see you in here. Say hi in the comments as well. Sometimes I see them, sometimes I don't, but I'm loving that. Thank you so much. So my events were all about that. Diana's in the house. Give you a wave. So my events were all to help set you up with that, knowing full well this is where most people fail before they've even started. So it's okay to jump in ahead and going, right, okay, you're 6 months in and then here we go, and they got this opportunity, that. But if you're haven't got that clarity and that passion and the actions to begin with, then I know that 2 days, 2 weeks, if you're lucky, 2 months, it's all going to fall by the wayside. So I didn't want that to be you. So that's what my events were all about. And I see some more people coming in. Great, say hi, lovely to see you all. Hey, great to see you. So that's how I wanted to help get you started. But then there were other opportunities. And by the way, those 2 events for me, I'm going to say, unlike all the other things I'm just about to talk about, they're still available. Clarity and super strong why. I so need that. Yes. Boom. Absolutely, Diane. That's what it's all about. And if you need that help, I'm right here willing to help you. And the trainings can do that. So what I was going to say is those trainings are still available right here in the community. You don't have to go anywhere or sign up or anything. They're right here. And the reason I wanted to make them accessible, forever, is because you can use this at any time. It's not like just at the beginning of the year you go, oh, I want something to improve on. It could be September and you go, right, this thing I now want to improve on. It's the same process. But unlike everything else, they're still available and you don't have to pay anything for them. So what else? So I wanted to set you up for that, for a great, extraordinary year, with that process. What else was there? There was the opportunity to spend 5 days. When I say 5 days, it was 3 to 4 hours a day, 4 or 5 days with my mentor, Tony Robbins. Now, if you don't know Tony, Tony's like the #1 business and life strategist in the world, right? He's been doing this stuff for 45 years. There's no one on the planet that knows more about this stuff than him, getting the best out of life, getting the best out of business. He's the guy that, the movie stars, the sports stars, the sports teams, the presidents, the greatest people in business, they're the one that they go to when they need support and help, coaching, mentoring, accountability, right? And by the way, if you want 3 sessions with him in a year, then it'd be $1 million. Okay, so that's the guy. An incredible guy with lots of, I'm not here to promote him, self-promoting. That's quite what that sounded like. But you had the opportunity for free to spend 3 to 4 hours a day for 5 days with Tony. And if you were there, right, it was the ultimate breakthrough challenge. If you were there, tell me if you were there. I was there with Tony, right? Give me an indication. I was there with Tony. And again, if you weren't there, don't worry. I'm not going to make you feel guilty about it. I just want to say that event, that covered everything. It covered, getting the most out of life and yourself, feeling better about yourself, your confidence. It dealt with relationships, business, money, your health. And he went through it 3 to 4 hours a day for free, right? So it was the incredible opportunity. If there was anything in life that you wanted to improve on, basically, he covered it. He can't cover everything, but 3 to 4 hours a day, well, that was quite a lot of stuff. So what an incredible opportunity that was. There was also another opportunity, if you wanted to then delve into, because that was very general, or that covered a lot of different topics. If you wanted to really hone in on a topic, recently you had the opportunity to spend 5 days with Lewis Howes. Wonderful Lewis Howes, right? If you've been here, you've not been to my events, you know how I feel about Lewis. I love Lewis. He's done one of my favorite motivational talks ever, right? Be the hero. But he's also got one of the biggest podcast, most successful podcasts on the planet. He has interviewed so many of the most successful, whether that's financially, whether that's health-wise, spiritually. He's interviewed them all. And he did a 5-day event. Again, it was for free. And with all these things you could upgrade, but for an hour a day for 5 days, he was sharing how to get financial abundance from his own journey, starting from nothing right through, but also the little bits of wisdom that he's learned from all these people that he's learned from on his podcast. Dan, I wanted to go for it, but missed it. It's going to be challenging watching it post live. We all love live. Indeed, it is. There is an energy. You're absolutely right, Dan. There's an energy for live. That's why you're here. I love the fact that you're here. But it doesn't mean that you're going to miss out if you go, oh, it's not going to be the same, right? If you've missed it, that's why replays exist. And then, and we can just play full out as if it was live. But you're absolutely right. So I guess this is an important point. If you've missed something and there's a replay, don't feel like you're just going to miss out completely. Please join in, because this is the other thing about all these things. Because I get it that sometimes we're not available when something goes live. And, 3 to 4 hours a night with Tony, for example, like what I just talked about, or an hour with Lewis every night, or the hours that you were with me, you might not be available. But all of these things had replays. Well, with the exception of one that I'll talk about in a minute, they all had replays, free replays available for a certain period of time. I didn't go to, I couldn't, when it got to Fridays and Saturdays, there's stuff going on. I couldn't go live for the whole event. So I then just carved out some time over the weekend and looked at it. So it's not like I'm there live all of the time, but I always make the most of the resources. But for Lewis, I was saying, the second event was 5 days with Lewis, an hour a day, all that not collective knowledge he's had, his wisdom, and because he does it like me. He takes his own experience and then he learns from everybody else and goes, right, I got this and I can apply this and then I can share it. Financial abundance. Who doesn't want more financial abundance? And this isn't about being selfish and egotistical about money. This is about, you want to attract more money into your life, into your business. You want to be able to use it in a certain way or invest it in a certain way. And what barriers have we got to that? It's the stuff that we talked about last year with Fanny Snee, the resident money coach here. So you had the opportunity. If money is on your mind, you had a chance to spend 5 days with Lewis. If it was about business, very specifically, you had the opportunity to spend 3 hours, again, with one of my mentors, Dean Graciosi. 3 hours for free with Dean, showing you how to scale your business. So if you already had a business, this was about how do you scale it? How do you take what you've got, and in this digital, incredible world that we're in, how can you scale it without having to create loads of new stuff? Right? Creating more work for yourself. This is what people think when they have to scale a business. They just got to do more and more and build more. And they go, I don't know how I can do that because I'm already I've already got chock-a-block in my time. It's not about doing more and more and more. It's about being resourceful and having a ladder of things that people can tap into at different price ranges. You spent 3 hours with Dean being able to do that, again, for free. So if you wanted to scale your business, were you there? I mean, again, tell me if you were at the Lewis one, tell me, yeah, I was with Lewis. If you're with Dean, tell me I was with Dean. And then there was another event that was available. I don't know, what are we on there? That's 2 of my events. So it's got Tony's, we got Lewis's, we got Dean's. That's 5 events. And they had a 6th event. And these aren't the only events that are going on in the world. They were just the ones that I gave the opportunity to get involved in. 6th event was with an incredible guy called Pete Vargas, who helps people talk from the stage. His whole thing is about building your audience, building your business from talking on the stage. And he's great. I got a massive buzz when he shouted me out at one of the events last year. I'll be dining on that for years, right? It was great. But he did an event with his wife, because his wife is not an entrepreneur. But she suddenly got, because of some personal circumstances, she got an idea. And she went, I could share this with the world. I could create a business out of this. And she does not have the tools or the experience to be able to do that. So they did an event where she got live coaching from Pat Quinn, which is one of the top storyteller coaches in the world, and took her through the 12 steps of how to create her business in the next 90 days. And then you get the opportunity to actually go on that journey with her, with your idea, and then make it a reality. So if you've got an idea and you wanted to start a new business, there was also an opportunity to do live coaching. And this one didn't have a replay. It's an interesting strategy with this. It was like you turn up, and I'll tell you what, it was also at 1 o'clock in the morning, UK time. I tell you what, it was great. What an amazing framework it gave. So, like I said at the beginning, this isn't about trying to make you feel bad if you didn't go to these things. If you went to any of those, please let me know. I'd love to know. Where's my kindred spirits here? But it isn't about trying to make you feel bad. What this is about is to say there are opportunities for you to be better and do better. I don't know anybody it doesn't matter what level of success people have got, however you wish to define that, or what balance they have in their life. I don't know anybody who is settling. I don't know anybody that doesn't want something to be a bit better, to be able to learn more or to grow, develop in their business, in their personal life, in their relationships, with their health, with their money, with the balance, the thing that I really help people with, the balance in life between their work and their home life. their stress levels, their confidence. I don't know anybody that hasn't got some element of life that they don't want to improve on. And so looking at these 6 events, they pretty much covered it all. There was stuff there that would help you with anything and all of it. So I've been really reflecting on this because I want to help you. I want to serve you at the highest level. I want to support you with your journey. I want you to live your best life. I want you to improve the things that you want to improve on. So I've been really reflecting on this. I think there are like three like types of people. I don't like to put people into categories, okay? But for the sake of this, we're going to go, I think there are like 3 outcomes, 3 people that have got outcomes from either opportunities like these events or opportunities in any area of life. I think there are some people that dive right in. They do the event, they get the training, they figure out who needs to help them, they get that, and then they run with it, right? They run with it. Don't necessarily need as much support. They'll still tap into the support because they know it's important. They'll tap into coaching and mentoring, but they know they've got the actions, and then they go for it and they take the action and they get the results, right? But in all my experience and my knowledge of what I've picked up from an awful lot of people that I hang out with, it's such a small group of people in the world that have got the discipline and the focus and the determination to actually do that. Okay? It's not impossible, and people do, and you might even have aspects of your life where you do that, where you get really passionate about the outcome and then you go and do it. Hint, hint, that's what my training was all about. If you could do it in one area of life, you can do it in another. But really, in terms of the bigger improvements, the bigger changes, it's a small proportion of people. So if that's you, though, let me know. Are you what? I go for it, right? Put in the comments, I go for it. If you're the person that can take stuff and then you just go for it and put it into place with the focus and the discipline and the that consistency, then let me know. It's brilliant. I'm there cheering you on, celebrating you, because that is incredible. It is an incredible buzz for you to go, I have the independence, the confidence to be able to do this myself. Incredible. The second sort of category of people, I think, when it comes to improvement and development and opportunities, they take the knowledge, they take the improvement or the wisdom, the education, the inspiration, the motivation, the support from an event like we've just been going through, but they need guidance and help in implementing it. They need guidance and help staying on track with it. And this is because they know left to their own devices, they're likely to lose focus, get distracted. And life is pretty distracting. And you know what? I'm in this category. There are a few things where, done it, I'm there. But for a lot of things, I've got so many ideas and there's so much going on and life is so busy with the businesses and family and what I want to be and the person I want to become and all the development. And sometimes I can get a bit distracted. So I need somebody to help me focus. And this is what's really helped me over the last 2 years. And this is what I've been talking about for the last 2 months. Accountability. So this second category of people, they are there. They do want to do it. They get involved, but then they just need their help, somebody's help. And I think sometimes with the larger events, sometimes you don't get that personal support and guidance, like on a weekly basis that you need. It's still very generic. It's still like one-to-many, which is great as a business model. But if you want that personal support to actually go through what's happened in your week and how you can apply things, or what's gone bad, what hasn't gone so well, what has gone well, celebrate that, course correct. Life hits you really hard, and then you need somebody to really personally talk you through that. Sometimes you don't get that with the bigger events and the bigger businesses, but you can get that from, for example, somebody like me. So this second group they're in it, they're doing it, but they need the guidance, they need the support, so they stay on track to get the outcomes they want. That's wonderful. That's what I help people with. And then there's this third category that I've been really thinking about a lot recently, and it kind of worries me, if I'm honest. I'm a sensitive soul, right? I want to help people live their best life. And so if I think there's a gap, if I think there are people that aren't getting the support they need, I'm going to ponder over that and go, what can we do differently? What can we do better as a result of this? And the trouble with this last category is it's most people. See, because most people, they have something they want to improve on. They have an outcome that they want. They want something to change. But they are stuck in the same patterns, the same routines, the same way of thinking, and they don't take the opportunities. I'm not saying that's you, but maybe it is. And if it is you, and you can, own that right now, go, hey, Martin, you're right. Things are in my way. But the trouble is, that's most people. That's why, otherwise, if it was as easy as, right, I'm going to go to this, I'm going to carve out the time because I know it's important, and then get some support if I need it, and everyone would be living their dream. Everyone would be as successful, however you wish to define that. Everyone would be living their most extraordinary life, however you wish to define that. But they're not. Most people are saying, I want this, but I'm not moving forward towards it. And it gets to next year, and then they go, look back and go, I'm still in the same place. I'm still stuck. I still haven't worked on my health, or I still haven't reached that income that I want, or the business isn't having the impact that I want it to have, or my fitness isn't where I want it to be, or my relationship's not where I want it to be, or that balance between life and work isn't where I need it to be, or my stress levels are still high. How can it be like that? And now that my business is asking me to do even more this year, how am I going to do that without getting completely burnt out? Diane, lovely to thank you. Yes, indeed, thank you. Excellent. Oh man, you've got lots of things here. You're speaking like a caffeine boost. Appreciate it. Thank you. I am your caffeine boost. Who is Lewis and Dean? Sounds fab. Do share it. I will personally introduce you. Absolutely. They will help. Their stuff is fantastic. I'm just making sure I've got these. Need guidance, staying on track. Accountability buddies help. They do. I did on the accountability. We're just going to go off track here. On the accountability side, I did a post today. I've done it across all social media, but go and check it out on LinkedIn. Go and see the comments, because I mention about what's going to help you next. You're either going to go off and do it yourself, or there's this accountability. Look at the comments. The amount of comments that are saying accountability is the key. Accountability is the key to my success. Accountability matters. Accountability is what helps me take action. Accountability is what keeps me on track. It's like just an absolute raft of comments that are going, accountability. I haven't paid them to say that. This is what's important. So if you're going, I'm not getting where I need to get to. If I've got the knowledge, I know what to do, Martin, but I'm not getting there. I've not taken the action. And I have so many conversations like that. Accountability is the thing you need. And it's just short, sharp conversations on a regular basis. That's all it is. You don't need full-blown coaching. You know what to do. Half an hour a week, or every fortnight or a month, can make all the difference, like it has to me. And like it has to so many people. So I want you to know that, because if you don't know that right now, I'd be doing you a disservice if you didn't know that was even available. So thank you, Diane. Brilliant. And Vicky, welcome. So I'm loving all the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Thank you for playing full out. So this third category that's really worrying me, where they're not going, they want something to improve and want something to change, but they're not even heading in the direction. They're not taking the action, and they know it. And I'm not here to make you feel bad. This is not what this is about. This is about me thinking, going, what can I do to help you? Because you want something to improve. You know that if you improve this one thing, whatever it might be, I'm sure there's lots of things you want to improve, but there might be this one thing like money, or it might be your relationship, or it might be your health, or it might be business. It might be the stress and the balance between work and life. It might be that, okay? You know that if you could just give it a glimmer of a vision into the future and go, if I changed it, my life could be like this. I could feel like this. I could feel not so under pressure all the time, not so stressed all the time. I'd feel a bit more in control of my time. If you just glanced a little bit into the future and went, I could do that, and you want it. So why don't you then take the opportunities? Sometimes it's like, I didn't even know, right? I missed the memo. And that's cool. Social media is a bit like that, right? But I'm here to try and help you with these and give you the opportunities. But if that's not the case and you're not taking the opportunities, and this doesn't even need to be the events. This could be, if there's something you want to improve on, I said this earlier actually in something else. If you've got the internet, which you have because you're on here right now, if you've got the internet, you have got more resources than anybody in history that has come before you. Just think about that for a minute. If you have the internet, you have more resources than anybody in history. You've got more resources than Einstein, Neil Armstrong, anybody, right? You've got more resources. So resources is not the problem. If you want to improve something, I guarantee there are free articles and videos about it on YouTube, on Google. You can search it and go and figure it out. The thing is, most of us probably don't have the time to do that, which is why your quickest option is to get some support from somebody, be it a coach, a mentor, an accountability coach, because they will condense decades of experience into minutes or hours for you. But the thing that I think really gets in the way of the people that really want to make those improvements and changes is the story that they're telling themselves. And what stories have we got? Usually, the top two things. People often say, I don't have the money. Well, for the events that we've just talked about, unless you wanted VIP upgrades, which gave you lifelong, recordings or Q&As after the event, you didn't need money. They were free. So that's not a barrier. I bet the other one was time. Martin, I don't have time. And even now you might go, I didn't know about those events, Martin, but even if you gave me an event coming up, I just don't know how I'd carve out an hour or half an hour or 4 hours if it's Tony, right? He loves to over-deliver, does that, Tony? I bet time is the thing. But then there are other things like, I don't have the energy. Oh man, I just don't feel like it. If these stories crop up with the stuff that you know could make a really big impact in your life, I guarantee they crop up in other areas of your life. So it is so important for us to figure out what's the barrier to you not making progress. I bet there are things, we've all got them. I bet there are things that you can think of that you go, yeah, I'm in the same place as I was this time last year. And I wanted to improve it, but I just haven't. I haven't had the time, or I haven't had the money, or I haven't had the energy. I haven't had the network. I haven't had the upbringing. I don't have the skills. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the qualifications. I've got this condition. I've got that condition. I'm in this label, so I just can't. There are so many stories that hold us back. And I tell you, this is something I've had to work on for years. But the beauty of having somebody that's in your corner, that's worked on this for years, they know the shortcuts and they can see the patterns. So this third category of people, which is most people that aren't making the improvements they want, they don't even get to the event. They don't even get to reach out for the support because the story gets in their way. And I really, really, really want to help you, because on the other side of that story, just like it's been for me, just like it's been for all my other clients, just like it's been for so many people that I surround myself with, once you get over the story, my goodness, doors open. And on your way to that journey, you attract more opportunities. You attract new things. You attract a new vision, new outcomes. You go, I didn't even know this was possible. It's incredible. But we've got to get over the stories first. So I'm a bit impassioned about this, but it's because I care, because I've been there, and I know how stuck people can feel, and they can feel like the world's against them. They can feel like there isn't a way out. They can feel like there isn't a path, that this thing is just unattainable. It's for somebody else. It's not for me because I can't, because. And I've been there and it sucks, right? Technical term, it sucks. I want you to get over that so you can live your best life. And this isn't about, I say, you define what an extraordinary life looks like to you. You define what success looks like to you. But if you're going to get that, then we might have to get some of these stories out of the way. So my March message is welcome to March. Welcome to the third month of the year. What an incredible couple of months there have been. What incredible opportunities there have been. If you took them, amazing. If you didn't, okay. Let's just get honest with where we are. And I'd love to know, are you taking things on board and going and making it yourself? And you've got the focus and discipline. I'd love to know if you're one of those people, because I also know that you tap into coaching and mentoring. And if there's somebody I can put you in touch with, or myself can help you on that journey, brilliant. Secondly, are you in the category where you are actively involved in this stuff? Be it those events, or be it other materials on social media or YouTube, or other trainings, other people. You're taking that on board, but you just struggle a little bit with the implementation. You just need somebody to keep you on track. If you're one of these people, I want you to be honest and go, you know what, I do. And maybe I didn't even know that somebody could literally just guide me. I thought it was all about big coaching programs and big full-on coaching. And I didn't even know this thing existed where you could just do this light touch just to keep me on track. I didn't even know it existed, Martin. If that's you, I want you to identify yourself. Be honest with yourself. And then if you're in that third category, you're going, I'd love to improve stuff, Martin, but I don't know where to start. And to be honest, even when I know what to do, I just don't do it. I don't even tap into the resources because I just don't have time or energy or money or whatever other story that I've told myself. If you're that, just be honest. Because the first part of all of this is just being honest with ourselves and where we are right now. Not bemoaning what's happened or not happened in the past. Not putting a label on ourselves, but actually going, well, what is possible? What's my circumstances right now? And what is one thing I could do? And I can give you one thing. This isn't a self-serving thing, because hopefully it's come across. I just want to help you live your best life. I'm going to give you, no matter what category you're in, if you want some support, if you want to talk it through, whether you're already making headway, but you just want to go deeper, or you just want some more support, if you want the accountability, or if you need somebody to talk to go, you know what, I'm not making that progress, Martin. I need to work this through. I need to change the story. I need to change my routines, the way I'm thinking about things, so that I can actually make the improvements I want in life. I just want you to book a call. Book a call with me, a free call. It's a lot of free stuff, right? Book a free call with me and we'll talk it through. Because bottom line, I mean, I know you go, I haven't got the time, Martin. It's like, what about half an hour? Half an hour in the scheme of a week and a month and a year. If it can help you, if it can give you a spark, if it can give you some clarity on moving forward, if it can give you something that is going to help you improve your life, that thing you want to improve on, that you know is going to make a big difference, probably to you, probably to your family, your friends, your community, your business, the people out there that you serve. If a half-hour conversation could at least unlock something, wouldn't it be worth it? A free call for half an hour, wouldn't it be worth it? I tell you now, if somebody has sat down with me 6 years, 7 years, 10 years ago, 15 years, hell, even 20 years ago, that says, look, I got 24 years of knowledge and experience of working this stuff through. I've then gone and absorbed over 200 years worth of knowledge from some of the best people in the world and try to figure out the strategies, the frameworks and the patterns that people have so that they can help them. If I had somebody that was just sat in front of me saying, whatever it is that you're facing, I could probably help you or at least guide you in the right direction, and it just take half an hour, I would have jumped at it. So this is for you. Welcome to March. Welcome to spring. There's going to be spring in this month. A season of growth, a season of action, a season of reflection, and going out and being the best that you can be. I hope this has resonated. I know it has with some of you wonderful people, and you've left so many amazing comments and got all the icons going and the emojis. So thank you so much. Well, I'm wishing you an incredible, an extraordinary March. And I'm right here to help you if you're struggling, if you need some accountability to help you stay on track, or if you want to go deeper into these things. This is not a sales pitch. This is a reflection on where people are, and it's becoming abundantly clear that there are these three categories of people. And I think this bottom layer of people, the most people that are struggling to make progress, I think they're getting a little bit left behind. So I just want to help you overcome the stories so that then you can tap into these other amazing opportunities that other people are. And then you can start living your best life. Thank you so much for all the comments. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your time. I don't take it for granted. And if there's anything I can do, please shout, leave a comment, direct message me. I'll send the link to you to book a call if that's what you need. Don't be shy. And if you're going, oh, I don't know, I haven't got the time, energy. If you're already saying that, just do it. Just click the link. It ain't going to cost you a thing, but it might just be the thing that can really help you move forward. Wishing you an incredible day, incredible week. And I'm right here if you need me. Extraordinary Life family, welcome to March. Oh, it would be amiss of me, wouldn't it? It would be amiss of me if I didn't say my immortal words, which stand true right now, as they always have, to remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and remember just how extraordinary you are. Thank you so much, everyone.